Today I am going to walk you through how to paint your vinyl floor. This was an awesome project for me in transforming my kids' bathroom, and it gave me the look I was looking for and on the budget I wanted. Before we start though, if you could hit that subscription button right below and the notification bell so that the next time I upload crafting videos or how-to tutorials, you'll be notified. The materials I use for this project are an angled paintbrush, painter's tape, orbital sander, binding primer, spray adhesive, Jolie Paint, Primavera Stencil, and a clear coat by Chalked, and a vacuum. First things first, you need to clean the floor. Then I used a P220 sandpaper with my DeWalt sander. You don't have to use a orbital sander, you can do it manually. And then after you're done, you're going to want to vacuum and wash the floor. After cleaning and taping the floors, you're going to want to use a bonding primer. I use one from Zinsser. Start by using an angled brush and go around the edges. After this, you're going to want to do the middle of the floor with a roller. Start by using your Palace white paint from Jolie and paint around the edges with an angle brush. After you're finished with the angle brush, you use a foam roller to complete the rest of the floor. I used 4 coats. For this project, you'll need an angled paintbrush, painter's tape, orbital sander, binding primer, Jolie Paint, Primavera tile stencil, and a clear coat, and a vacuum. Before you start stenciling, make sure that you put a spray adhesive on the back of your stencil to prevent the paint from bleeding through. When you start stenciling, you can either use a stencil brush or use the roller. I did first for you with the brush. The rest of it I used the roller because it was quicker. Start in the middle of the floor and work outwards from there. Cutting Edge Stencils has a specific design in that on the edge of your stencil it has spaces that allow you to line up your other stencil with the stencil you had previously painted. When using hard to reach areas, make sure you line up the stencil first. I used more painter's tape at this point to hold it in place just because the spray adhesive wasn't enough to stick the stencil to the floor. on these hard angles. Use your roller. Then, after removing the stencil, paint with a paintbrush the little tiny things that you've missed. Now that the floor is stenciled and finished, you have to let it sit and set for 8 hours before applying your clear coat. I used clear coat from Rust-Oleum, chalked. Because this is a high traffic area and often wet at times because of the bathtub and shower, I applied 4 coats of this chalked clear coat, and it suggests to have 2 hours between each coat, and that's what I did. Thanks for watching my how to paint a vinyl floor video. I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, just leave them below in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my video.